Hey guys, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be updated every time I make a new video. Thanks, let's begin. Trust me, we haven't reached the end of the road yet. Wrong Turn 2, Dead End, unrated. This is the 2007 direct sequel to the 2003 cult backwoods cannibal slasher flick Wrong Turn. Check out my review for that movie up here or on the screen or whatever. It's there. Enjoy it. The plot. A reality TV show is being held and the contestants have to survive in the so-called apocalyptic woods of West Virginia. Too bad they picked the wrong place to be because the hillbillies are enjoying the apocalyptic feast. This film's plot has been done before and since, but how is the execution done this time around? With a $4 million budget, which is about 3 times less than the first film's, this film manages to succeed where the first one faltered a bit. Let's start off with the characters. Nina, played by Erica Learson, who is in The Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake from 2003, and plenty more, is the no-nonsense goth chick, I guess. She's emo, goth, I don't know. But, I kind of hated her character. She was never really nice to anybody, even when they were trying to help her out. She's our main character, pretty much. Then there's Jake, played by Texas Battle, who has an awesome name, and was also in Final Destination 3 and Boggy Creek from 2011, is the nice guy, the nice jock. He really tries to be there for everybody, cares about everyone and himself in a way where he doesn't want to do anything promiscuous in fear of his family finding out. Noble. But you know who else is noble and kick butt? Dale Murphy, played by Henry Rollins, who is in Feast. He is the badass Marine character. I absolutely loved him. He's a soldier boy who knows how to fight these creatures, these hillbilly monstrosities. He does. He's a really awesome character. He gets into a lot of cool fights with the hillbillies, and it just works. It's just awesome to watch. Amber, played by Daniela Alonso, who is in the Hills of Ice 2 remake, is kind of like Dale. She's a kick-butt character. She fights whenever she can, but she knows when to run and hide. And, she's a lesbian? I don't know. She's a lot like Dale, but a woman, and doesn't get into too many fights with the hillbillies. Kinda stinks, because I wanted to see her kick more butt. But Dale kind of fills that void. Mara, played by Aleska Palladino, wow, is the shy girl. She doesn't think she has what it takes to beat or even to win this competition. And she proves herself in a way that I was actually happy with her character. I was like, oh cool, she's gonna grow stronger, fight off the hillbillies, and oh my god, what just happened? I'm not gonna spoil it. Jonesy, played by Steve Braun from Pterodactyl, which I still have to review for Michael Cole, who is a Patreon supporter and a really good friend of mine. Anyway, Jonesy is the pervert of the group. He's a womanizer. He's always trying to get into everyone's pants. I hated him for a little bit, but then you kind of feel bad for him. Like, he's hanging up there in the trees like, I don't want to die. Oh, it's really a heartwarming moment. Yeah. Michael M., played by Matthew Curry Holmes, is the TV producer and boyfriend to Mara. You hate him. From the very second he's on screen until when he does something against Mara, you hate him. But then there's a line after all of it where he says he thinks she might be the one, and you kind of feel bad. It's a good character development in this movie. It's not like all rushed like the first film. And the last of our colorful characters, as you might want to call them, is Elena, played by Crystal Lowe. She was in a lot of horror movies back then, like Final Destination 3, Yeti, Curse of the Snow Demon, Killer Mountain, Black Christmas, the 2006 remake. She is the slutty character. I'm like a fox. You're like a fox. Might have to bleep that one out. Anyway, she wants to get whatever she can out of this gig, and she'll do whatever it takes. Yeah. The characters are, as I said, way more fleshed out here than in the first movie. You don't know who's going to make it by the end. It could be considered too dramatic for this type of film, but I think it works. The hillbillies in the movie are more of a family unit here. There's 5 of them, not 3. And I didn't write down what their names were or the actors who played them, but there was Three Finger, he's back, and there's actually a 6th one that is born. And the old-timer comes back for this movie as well, which was nice. All the outside scenes take place during the day, which is kind of odd, but it kind of works. At the same time, you get to see all these great gore effects. I'll get to those in a bit. There's an old paper mill that gives off a dirty, dusty vibe, and that's where they spend the night. They don't really go outside. There's really no outside shots in the night, which was kind of weird. It's well shot as well. There's some cool camera tricks, like slow camera and sped up footage, and GoPros are used in certain shots. Really works because hillbillies kind of use it against them in a couple scenes as traps. These are technical hillbillies. They're with the future. The gore, the effects, now we're gonna get good stuff here. We get a woman split down the middle vertically. Not enough blood in that scene, but it still was awesome to see. There's a slit throat followed by a scalping, an axe to the head, a spine-tingly slashed open back, and some bloody bow and arrow action, mutilated corpses, and a ton of blood, a ton of gore. It is as Fangoria says on the Blu-ray cover, eagerly serves up the juicy stuff. I'd hope so, since apparently 300 gallons of blood were used for this film. The effects are like 90% practical and look grotesquely gory. The makeup on the cannibals is okay. Not as much shadow work was used like in the first one. Once you see Three Fingers' face, it's full-on reveal for all the cannibals. The motion picture soundtrack, which I also have the music to this one as well, is from composer Bear McCreary, who went on to compose music for The Walking Dead, Godzilla King of the Monsters, and Child's Play 2019. It's got a soothing country sway to it, and he does an excellent job with all the music in this movie. My personal favorite tracks are the main title, Birth of the Baby, Splooge, Nina's Theme, and Dale Vigilante. They all help to build up the suspense. The end credits theme goes all out. It's awesome. It kind of reminds me of Tremors 4's end credits theme, where it's not like rock and roll throughout the whole movie, then during the end credits it gets rock and roll. It's like Bear McCreary took every instrument he worked with on this project and combined it into one rockin' theme for that end credit song. Overall, this isn't as scary or suspenseful as the first. It doesn't have that darkness within. However, it seems perfectly content on being a schlocky gore fest. This is a wild, blood-soaked, and crazy slasher flick, and director Joe Lynch, who went on to direct Mayhem, as well as other movies, knows it. Watch the first movie in fear, and then watch this one for fun. Overall, I give Wrong Turn 2, Dead End, unrated, a 3 out of 5. Thank you all for watching, and I am Brian Gatto, the horror show host. Make sure to like, comment on, as well as share this video. Like my Facebook fan page and support me on Patreon, where even $1 a month will help keep this channel going on strong, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Plus, you get access to body counts and other music videos that you can't get on YouTube because of copyright and age restriction. Also, hits that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video. And as always, subscribe.